Hey, welcome back everybody. Sign here again with another episode of my Oceanblock 2 playthrough. And, yeah, I finally found the stupid crystal. It took a bit. Yeah, there was a bit of digging involved, right? This is right where you can see these wonderful, blocks here. And nothing is happening with the brush, so. But, yeah, managed to actually kind of dig into the cave a little bit. And, hey, we got some aquarine. Compound, right? Aqua steel. Crate. Rusty crate. Okay, we need a crowbar then, right? I don't need you anymore. Oh yeah, that's how it's supposed to work. Rusty crates, nothing happens. Okay. Alright, we got more stuff. And it actually drops the crate itself. Nice. Brown polymer. Okay, we need that to make the diving suit, which I skipped over. What are you? Pressurized air bottle. Okay. Decorated pot. Nice. Aqua walkers. I've gotten like 5 pairs of those so far now. It's like once they start showing up in the pool, it was just continuous. Okay, yeah, we need to do that then. Wait for the cooldown, do that. It's interesting how the fence connected after I did that. What do we got here? Drowned belt. This is a new one. For each level of enchantment, riptide on the trident when using it. Increases the maximum number of amulet slots by 1. Reduces swimming speed by 30%, increases the wearer sinking speed by 38. Increases damage dealt by the player underwater by 162%. Allows Trident's Riptide enchantment ability to be used without rain or water, adding a cooldown of 6.2 seconds per enchantment level. Interesting. And we're actually close enough that we can have our box emptied out for us. Okay. Give me that. And this one. And this one. Okay, I just got 4 different types of pottery shards from that. Alright. Yay, I got a bunch more as well. So what do I do with these, right? Oh, a Carcanos charm from Ars Nouveau. Or we can chisel them into other things. Okay. Well, I will put you away for now, because it's not a huge priority for me. Yep, yeah, all rusted up, can't do anything with it. We have Skulk here as well. So... okay, we have like 4 blocks. Let me try this. Let me turn it off. Haha, we got Skulk. Nice. I didn't get the Skulk vein. I'm actually shooting through it looks like. Yeah. Okay, but we got Skulk now. That is a plus. Because I was wondering how I was going to get my hands on this stuff. We need it for Shadow Pulse Goo. I need 4 of these. Right. And we get it from green barrels, but that's yet to happen, so... that's about the only way to get it. We can also use it to make reactant dust, which we can use to make crude oil with. 500 millibuckets of ethanol becomes 8 buckets of crude oil. So we need a good way to get Skulk. So I need to, like, look into... Well, that'll give me more, right? Between 4 to 8 more. Okay. Try using silk touch, yeah. That's why I got silk touch on my mining gadget. That was actually the next quest in line over there. Okay, cool. Then Ancient Infusion. Let's use you. There it goes. Cultism Ritual. We need a bunch of skulk for that, okay. Sacrifice cow. Summon Possessed Warden. Okay. Always drop at least 6 echo shards. Can drop others ancient stuff. Smithing templates and discs when killed. Okay. Skulk. Quartz dust. Dimensional shard. We'll turn amethyst shards into echo shards. Now, amethyst I can get by dimensional mineshaft, apparently. Hadn't happened yet. Oh, it's just the top tier one. Yeah, I'm gonna do it. So we need to find ourselves an amethyst geode, too. That's gonna be fun. Alright, so I'm just gonna ignore you because you don't matter. What we need to do now is I need to go back to base. But while we're here, right, add waypoint. I'm gonna call it the BAC. The big ass crystal. Because, yeah. Why do I always, like, take half a heart of suffocation damage when I come over here? Like, and I always open this, so it's, I'm teleporting to my bed, but I'm up like a block and over a block. Why? Just, beds are a non-solid block. Just, you know, let me do that. So do I have the things on me still, or did I put them away, or what? That's not it. Let's see. At Nautec. I put them away, apparently. The Aquatic Catalyst. I'm also going to need Prismarine, which one good thing about doing that underwater dungeon, which was definitely not the right course of action for what I needed to do, is we got a lot of Prismarine out of it from killing a lot of Guardians. And I got some decent-ish loot. I mean, all the good stuff showed up on camera. Didn't really pop in. There wasn't really a whole lot going on after I quit recording. Did manage to get the last Elder Guardian out of it, though. So, that was the thing. Let's see, it's like neural, right? Yeah. I need model frameworks. We can make those right now, actually. Dang. I'm just thinking I could have trained up one of these on a frickin' Guardian. Yeah. I also need the Deep Learner, right? Which, yeah, that's definitely doable. Okay. Right. Well, if I give it another probably hour or so, all those spawners over there, well, over there, should have reset. So I think they were on a 90-minute cooldown. And then we can go back there and do some, you know, slaughtering. Okay, and it said something about needing a hopper. Okay, would you... just remember your settings, would you? Please. Alright, it says we need a hopper in Prismarine shards. I've got use, I've got blocks. The skulk can just go away for now, I think. We do have enough to make this once, well, but we need echo shards, right? And we need ender stars, which means we need an ender crafter, which is honestly not bad. It's just ender pearls and iron. So, I mean, and ender pearls and blaze powder. We've got a ton of ender pearls. All right, now if I want to make more of this stuff, I need raw iron or iron clusters, prismarine crystals, or we can mix with salt water, which there is a quest. We need a bucket of salt water. Let's go back to Nautec. Right, this quest here, right? Inside of the structure, there should be a different type of water defined. Salt water is important fluid you'll need for progression in the mod. Now, the thing is we can actually craft that. You are superheated. I need regular heated. I don't have any extra jars just sitting around over here, do I? They're all being used. Oh yeah, I put a pressure gauge over here, and the shader's gooped, and now we have this yellow line stretching between the two gauges. I have no idea why, but yeah. It's just how it works, right? Okay, you're busy. You're actually not doing too bad. I could feed you water and have you do stuff. You, I believe, are actually sitting pretty idle. Oh god. Yeah, I need to... do you actually... Are you doing anything? Okay. Redstone and nickel. Okay. Yeah, I don't want to mess with that too much then. All I need to do is hook up... Not you. You're lava. You. My tanks quit rendering now too. It's annoying. With a jar over lava, and it'll produce unlimited salt for me. And then I can... You know what? I could probably get this taken care of pretty quickly here. All right, what are we looking after last, right? Okay, I got a good amount. Awesome, because I'm going to need this. I need like 14. Come over here. You do that. Well, I'm thinking about it now. Eat. Come over here, and we're going to grab you. I don't really want to deal with the lapis. Dang it. There we go. We'll get these processing as well. It's definitely a case of Energizer Smelter for the win on this. Yeah, doubles. Awesome. All right, so we should have, yep, tempered glass. I did have an extra jar, but I'll just go ahead and make 2 more. Give me a bucket so I can have lava. And we'll come over here. Hey, thanks for the update. It actually worked. Don't need to worry about that right now. I need to set this up in a place where I can pump it into an ender jar, right? Ender chest, not ender jar. These things, right? Yeah, I've got extra ender boxes, so... Also, I picked up something. Those. I heard the pop, like, you know, the item pickup noise. And you're busy. Actually, I don't need an ender chest. This can be pretty much anywhere. Anywhere that lava is not going to cause an issue. Anyways, let's put it that way, right? I can't put it too close to anything wood. But what I could do is... You go there. We're going to put you here. Lava goes there. Jar goes there. Jar goes there, right? Turn you on. We need 2 jar automators as well, I think, right? Because they just don't work without it. I need you. I need some pistons. They pop up relatively often. Same with droppers, actually. Surprising amount of mods that use that many vanilla components. It does make it easy whenever, you know, 10 mods use the same items. It's that many less recipes I have to worry about in the future when it comes to teaching things. Okay. Mix. And you're going to spit it into the world, aren't you? Like, what are you doing? You are stopped. Okay. All right. I I never did hook up or get the wireless set up for my storage. Kind of kicking myself on that one now. So give me one of these, at least for now, right? Normally these jars just output into the world, so son of a. Hey, look, it put the salt in the logs. They might have changed a setting for the mod pack recently on the last like 10 updates, right? There we go. There's your salt. Do I have any conduits or anything on me? No, I don't. Did have an ender chest on me though. And let's come over here. We'll grab our conduits. Grab some of you. Nope, not you. You. And say a tank. Can I? I'm going to have to pull you out so I can actually. There we go. Can I upgrade you into this one? Yes. Can I upgrade you further? Yes. Okay, cool. Couldn't remember. I don't have extra atomic alloy, but I couldn't remember if I had extra of everything else. Okay, you go here, and then it'll be you and you. You will be insert, and you will be extract always active. And now it is making salt water. One bucket at a time. Hey, look, quest complete. All right. And this thing will hold, what is like 128 total or something like that? Not off the top of my head anymore. 128. So 120 buckets of salt water. Which, going forward, it looks like we're going to need a good amount of that. So, yeah. And I should probably repair this thing. The last time I did this, I didn't even break this obsidian. There we go. Put you there, and there we go. I just let it flow out over the top of the water last time. Thank you. Go ahead and pick this up. The mining gadget would be quicker, but at the same time, it would take out a bunch of the platform below it as well, so. Okay. Now I did that. So I can just do this. Okay, too deep. Too deep. There we go. Alright. So I need to point this thing at the crystal, right? Is kind of the gist I got from everything. I got a pretty good amount of stone built up now. And do like that then. There. That gets rid of most of the flowing water noise, so. All right, so do you place, what, like, how do you place, right? Towards me, okay. This is going to be annoying because if you shift on a scaffold, there. I'll just stand on the candles, it's fine. That's stupid. freaking thing. The dimensional storage from... yeah. Occultism, right? If you're crafting a recipe, it pulls it out of your personal inventory before it pulls it out of the storage system. Which means the hopper I had got pulled in for a recipe, right? Good news is it doesn't take a huge amount of time to get back here now. There we go. Give you that. Status inactive, right? Okay, so... now, I did remember it saying something like the laser will hurt or something like that. Yeah, I've got that on, don't I? Shooting lasers at items transforms them into other items. 3.0 purity. Okay. So how does the purity work then? Like, that's... it doesn't mention. Prism monocle. Okay. How pure is a laser beam? Yes, but I need aquarine steel ingots to make this stupid thing. Okay, that's... it's a diving suit. There's the crowbar recipe. Ancient evil parts. Ancient machine parts, but yeah. Okay. Transferring... okay, status active. Processing... get me. Pick stuff up, right? Now... what happens if I throw them, like, directly in front of you, right? No. Do you need, like, a redstone signal or something? I don't think I have the materials down here to make a lever. Dang it. There's bamboo, but it's stairs, right? And you can't, like, craft them back into planks or anything. Alright, give me that. Okay, it's lit up there now, so it looks different anyway. Actually, let me look at the book here, right? Okay, it requires 0 purity in 5 seconds. Okay. But it wasn't doing anything. Is it because I had an entire stack that is showing you the whole stack at once? Maybe. I'm going to grab a lever just to see. Right, if we look back at here. Lopsa does not possess the... one is able to create an aquatic catalyst, while this block itself does not possess the ability to channel energy into a laser. Book.nautec.nautec guide, getting started, aquatic catalyst.text. Place the aquatic catalyst a few blocks away from one of the crystal sides and make sure the small hole is facing the crystal. Okay. Pump in prismarine shards, something like a hopper. Okay, did that. The opposite side will shoot at a laser beam towards the crystal. Okay. So create a laser beam we can use to purify it. Okay, apparently these beams can kill you, it says, right? Apparently not. I'm doing something wrong here. I'm not sure exactly what. This should be shooting a laser. That's what it just said, right? In the quest book. Okay, well, I can right-click to grab everything back. Processing. Okay. Processing 0x air. Is it a block low? Is that what's going on? Like, does this need to be like a block higher, maybe? Because I'm looking at the Whaler tooltip at the top. Prismarine crystal, prismarine crystal. This one says prismarine crystal too, but it has the picture, and none of the other ones do. So I'm wondering if that is maybe where it's supposed to go. Okay, status inactive. Whoop. So I'm probably gonna have to. Oh wait, got two holes. It knows the second one. It said the small hole, didn't it? It's the big hole. It's the little hole. Okay, I was expecting performance out of the wrong hole, apparently. Blowing into a trumpet from the large end. Not gonna work. It says status inactive. Is it because it doesn't like the hopper being right there? Possible, right? Okay, you can just right-click it on there, too. Hey, there's our laser. Is it gonna do anything, though? And boom. Okay, shut off because I moved it. You just toss one right there. And you know what? We'll give you one of these, right? We'll give you another one here in a second. So it's shooting, right? Give it all of it. Maybe move the aquarine closer to the crystal. Yeah, I'm not seeing a whole lot happening, right? It just says it's processing the prismarine shards I fed it. Something like a hopper. Yeah, okay. Throw them into the beam under the crystal. What do you want to... It says into one of the sides, and then it says under the crystal. Like... Do you want this to be, like, underneath facing up or something? Is that what's going on? That's the big hole. Dang it. I like dirt. Alright. Right, then if I throw you there. Oh, hello, particles. Also, I should probably make sure my magnets off. And now it's not doing anything. But when I threw that on there at first, now it's, yep, there it goes. It wants it to be underneath. All right, fix your damn quest book, right? From one of the crystal sides. And then it says here, under the crystal to create aquarine steel. So, I need more aquarine steel to try out something I just thought of. By one? Okay. There we go. Let's make sure to grab the skulk while we're here, right? There's a way to spread skulk too, isn't it? The Shrieker or something like that? No, that's from Trophy. Yeah, Skulk Shrieker. There's no recipe. Dang. This time I opened up the factory. Basic smelting factory. Okay. So, this. Need this. I can do that. Okay, if I take you and put you, it was facing away from me, right? Here, right? Then I gave you this. Okay, now it's shooting a laser into the crystal. Then I put a block back there. Now, make sure my magnet's off. I throw you there. Okay. So it doesn't have to be underneath. Gotcha. You just have to power the crystal with this thing. And then put whatever you want to transform underneath of it. All right, then. What else do we need to do? So we can turn the nautical eye into the ancient eye, which has no uses, apparently. Explorer's compass, okay. We can turn protochorus from integrated dynamics into chorus fruit. And we can turn these burnt coils into laser channeling coils. And I've got a bunch of these, actually. It just becomes a question of, is our purity going to be high enough? Who knows, right? Yep, it was. Okay. Well, in that case, great. No, not you. I want the mirror. For Tud. There we go. Alright. So, we are done with this now. Underwater brewing, the mixer. Requires laser power from the crystal. Okay, great. Most importantly, electrolyte, algae, serum. Each item in the recipe needs to be placed into the machine from each cardinal direction. Input or output items from the bottom. So I'm guessing this goes underneath the crystal then. Since we can output from the bottom, right? Oh, hey, another bucket of salt water. Who cares? Rare loot crate. Template Eclipse Alloy. Interesting. From Just Dire Things. And that'll turn Celeste Gem into Eclipse Alloy. Okay. You can go in there for now. Same with that belt, actually. I don't need that. Don't need the lever. The hopper's not really needed either. The broken whisk we can repair with cast iron nuggets. Okay. So let's go ahead and do that. And this rusty gear here, we're going to have to item etch. So we need etching acid. Ancient valve, same thing. So we're going to need etching acid. Okay, what am I missing here? Water agglomeratio. Yeah, I just need a bucket of water then. Bucket. And what was the last thing I was missing? Bone meal, of all things. Oh, really? Okay. Quit stealing my damn buckets. That's why I never have any. No, not wild and horn. Not wild and horn. Get a bones. There. It's kind of nice that we just craft it, as opposed to having to do the pressure chamber for that etching acid, right? Because there are 2 of them. This one's made in here. Gunpowder, plastic, rotten flesh, spider eye, but there's no bucket in the recipe. Strange. I think that was an oversight. Okay, so we need the mixer, right? Mixer. You. Okay, I am missing cast iron gear. What to do? That's so easy to make. Then we need a motor. I am missing coils. Mixer. Boom. Done. Right. Underwater brewing. It's used to empower items and entities. This is dried kelp, slime ball, prismarine crystals, and seagrass. Now, the easy way to do this is going to be give me a bunch of hoppers, right? It's got to go in each 4 of the cardinal directions. Do we also need... Yes, it needs salt water to go into it, right? Now, if I had an abyssal pearl... One of these. Hey, look at that. Dead easy, right? And then I need you, Blaze Bloom goo. Means I need some of this. I'm out of sugar. All right, let me try that again. Boom, give me one of these, like that. You will go here. Give it a little bit of time. It's saying it wants sugar or rotten flesh or, you know, one of the ingredients, right? But I don't know if it actually is going to need it because I'm using that one to transform it. Okay, just in case, right? It shouldn't make much of a difference, but it might make all the difference in the world, too. Remember correctly, when I made that one there, I didn't have to feed it, so it's just going to take a moment. Honestly, it's just going to take a sweet time is what it is. Okay, 61%, not bad. I do have this that I never really ever use. Or do I have to accelerate instead? I think this is the block doing the ticking, not this one. Actually, looking at it, I may have messed things up. Right. You, if I put Primogel next to, one of these other ones, right? But this one has never transformed. So, there it goes. Yep. You are going to want me to bring... Well, no, you're probably not going to need to be transformed. Alright, that and that. And we needed polymorphic fluid, right? This stuff, which is just polymorphic catalyst into water. Got that stuff. Got our etching acid bucket. Can I get another bucket now? You go there with that. You become that. All right. We do have access to a bucket of salt water. I'm holding in my quest book. But I'm not going to worry too much about making the stuff that the quest book wants me to yet. I'm just going to put that away. I want to make that. I want to make the next goo. Right? So I'm guessing... Right. What the heck? Weird. It makes it sound like my suit is leaking air. Oh my god, it is. I don't know why, but it was pulling air pressure out of my suit. Great, that's gonna take like half an hour to recharge my suit. What is the max pressure on my suit anyway? I think it's like 10 bars, right? It doesn't really say, but... Alright, so... Double check. Yes, it was polymorphic fluid. There we go. And then I need you and you to come in from 2 different cardinal directions. Then we're going to need this thing to provide power. Hey, look, it's moving. And it's done. Give those back. Void Shimmer Goo. Awesome. We can upgrade that to Shadow Pulse Goo once I get my hands on Echo Shards and stuff. So we need to do this again in the future a few times. But, yeah, Void Shimmer and Shadow Pulse becomes Shadow Pulse. One thing I can now do is this recipe. Blaze Bloom plus Void Shimmer equals Void Shimmer. So it'll turn Blaze Bloom into Void Shimmer for me now, which is awesome. We can use it to make Blaze Gold. We can use it to make Void Flame Fuel, which is something I've been really holding off on for a while. That needs a quieter sound effect, honestly. Right. So empty bucket. Do this. But I'm just going to break that one. What's it say? Okay, click on it with food to activate. What are you going to want for your food, right? You want chorus fruit. Or ender pearls. Okay, I can do ender pearls. Don't tell me chorus fruit. There we go. Now it's awake. And now we need to drop a Void Flame fuel into that. One of these, which I've got a decent amount of. And this is going to turn that into airdrop landed. Oh wow, it's Did it land like on my mob farm or something? No, just on the side of it. Unrefined void flame. Okay, so yeah, void shimmer goo, unrefined, should turn into void flame fuel. It may be pitching a fit because of that. Well, you know what? That thing is busy at the moment. It might take a while too. I can't remember how much time it took to transform the previous tier. Solar compressor from Pneumaticraft. Awesome. Free air. I'll take it. Drowned Belt, don't really care. Emerald Apple from Pickle Tweaks. I didn't realize we have Pickle Tweaks in this pack. It's awesome. Let's go ahead and put that away as well. I'm going to keep that on me so I don't forget about it, because I probably will otherwise. Yep. We've got 4 netherite ingots. Okay. A diamond upgrade. We got 12 netherite ingots. We got a midnight robe. Units of damage when attacking while being invisible from the disappearing ability. Betrayal. Attacking using the vanish ability deals 50% increased damage. Okay, well, the banish ability is not unlocked. Thankfully, experience spreading is going to be a thing. And a mechanism speed upgrade, right? That was everything. Yeah, because I've already got, yeah, Ice Skate's got that. I just got that earlier, so. I'm going to use netherite ingots for, really. Okay, did you transform? You did. You transformed. We now have Void Flame Fuel. Sweet. And, you know what, I'm just going to get this thing. Get it out of here. Great, now we've got freaking particles. Right. Prismarine Agglomeratigo. I need this stuff. Which means I need a charged prosperity seed. So can I get a seed? Get some prosperity shards. I need a cold bucket, or a cold jar, not bucket, jar. Right, one of these. Tempered glass jar. Don't I have one just... I had one around somewhere. Good. Mix that up. So we get absorption 5, resistance 2, fire resistance, and strength. Like 5 minutes whenever that happens. Okay, that works. Okay, so we come over here now. We need to charge these things, and we do that with this. And then I come over here. And I drop you into here. No. Oh, no, I do it in a glass jar. Is it heated glass jar? It is a superheated glass jar. Okay. It does use the whole bucket up. I was hoping I would just make one bucket of it and it would just go from there. You go in there, and with that, I get this thing working on cast iron again, too. Blink. There's our charged Void Flame seeds. Now, I need the infusion crystal. I need a good amount of inferium. Actually, I think a stack will do. I think I only need 16 of the Potentium, right? I only need 4 tertium. Now, this has been sitting here for like 3 weeks. I can finally get Prismarine seeds, because we're going to need a lot of Prismarine going forward anyway. Alright. Now that whole song and dance is over with, Let me go ahead and claim that. I'm going to leave that there because I'll need the salt water later to make this. Yeah, even more prismarine now, right? Kelp shouldn't be a problem. Slime ball is not an issue. Seagrass. Algae formers can make seagrass in the bioreactor, which we need that, and we need an aquatic chip. Where the hell am I supposed to get damaged aquatic chips from, though? I don't know. Seagrass is, like, literally everywhere, though, so. Finishing your laser network. Split a laser into multiple directions or bundle them into a single one. Recollection, block that allows you to extend the range of your lasers up to another 16 blocks. Use wrench to rotate it. Texture has an arrow to guide you. So I'd technically be able to, I guess, bring the laser all the way up here? I don't know about that, though. Pull rusty items from loot crates. Takes a few seconds. Okay. Let me mess around with this before we end off, right? Hey, this light, or this produces light. Okay. So you and you go into there. Okay, well, it used up the etching acid. And it cleaned the valves up for me, which I can now use to make a few different things. Deep sea train, I have no idea. Aquarine steel leggings, but we need prismarine crystal shards for these. Same by breaking a prismarine crystal using an aquarine steel pickaxe with its ability enabled. Okay. That giant crystal down there, yeah. Etching acid, right? Well, unfortunate that it used everything up. I need another freaking agglomeratio as well. Okay, this is an annoying recipe, just because of that right there. Nope, that. At least I have a good amount of rotten potatoes. Not that I remember where they came from. I think I can craft them with... Hey, there we go. Nature essence, right? Yeah. And we got... There's not even a reward for that one. Dang it. But I'm going to go ahead and call this an episode. Thank you for coming out. I hope you enjoyed it. And until the next one, signing out. Have fun.